Shalom Ashpaka. I want to talk about some of the things that we should be doing right now. These are some things that I am particularly doing myself as we are being tested in our reality with these specific scenarios that are happening. And our responses are very important with the way that we word them. Not only that, but what we are picturing, what we are imagining on top of the words that we are saying. It is very important the way that we are carrying ourselves and how we are responding to problematic situations. That if we are in a really bad case scenario situation under lots of stress and a lot of things are going on, how will we respond righteously? In the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahuwah and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Seek righteousness in all that you do, in every aspect that you are. Hold Yahuwah in the highest regards that you could possibly imagine anything to be, and that his word is from him. It is complete truth. However, in Mattiyahu chapter 5 verse 20, it says, For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. We must exceed the righteousness of the Pharisees in all that we are, in all that we are allowed to have knowledge of in our minds, in all that we are allowed to respond with. We should seek the most highest righteousness and the most right response, the most right answer. Do not have arguments with people. Do not debate. Have discussions. Take care with your words. It is very important, the perspective that you are trying to share with people. Luke 12:12. For the Ruach HaKadosh shall teach you in that same hour what ye ought to say. So you will be taught or given what to say when you are seeking righteousness in every situation, to respond to people or to yourself in certain situations. Every time something comes at you with a problem, seek righteousness in all your actions that you are answering back with. Palal to Yahuwah for correct responses. Ask for guidance in his will that he wants you to have for each scenario. Palal without ceasing. We need to break these meanings, these habits, these imaginative things that are happening in our mind, giving us perspective of situations. We must not listen to the ideas from the false spirit that is testing us, that which is feeding into the deception, that which is blanketing our understandings with its own meanings and interpretations, using what we have learned from our upbringings, from our reality, from our experiences, our memories that we have personally to us. I would like to give an example of what this means. When someone is speaking to you and they are using certain words in what they are saying, and they are not attaching any meanings in their minds to these words that they are using. They are simply stating a statement. And then you pick up what they are saying and you have an interpretation in your mind or a perspective in your mind that is telling you what they are saying, what it means. This is just a perspective that you are having, and that it may not be the perspective that the other person is trying to convey to you. And we are using program perspectives that we have learned or we have picked up from our experiences of life, from TV, from social, from people, from our upbringings as youth. These perspectives may have faults in them, and they are being carried on into your daily habits. We should be critiquing ourselves. We must critique personally within ourselves. We need to circumcise ourselves with righteousness. We need to exceed the righteousness that has been shown to us. Exceed the righteousness that the world has shown to us and programmed us to think. Matthew chapter 7. Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye make, it shall be measured to you again. And why behold you the mote that is in your brother's eye, but consider not the beam that is in your own eye? Or how will you say to your brother, let me pull out the mote out of your eye, and behold, a beam is in your own eye? First cast out the beam out of your own eye, and then shall you see clearly to cast out the mote out of your brother's eye. Every opportunity that arises, even the most smallest detailed one, is still an opportunity to make the right choice, a better answer, a better response. Learn from your mistakes, learn from your actions. Treat each one of them as critical, if need be. Palal to Yahuwah for understanding. Palal to Yahuwah for repentance, so that you may see without the beam in your eye, so that you can cast the stick from your family's eye. Leviticus 19:13 through 18. You shall not defraud your neighbor, nor rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with you all night until morning. You shall not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but ye shall fear Yahuwah. You shall do no unrighteousness in your judgments. You shall not respect the person of poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but in righteousness shall you judge your neighbor. You shall not go up and down as a slanderer among your people, neither shall you stand against the blood of your neighbor. I am Yahuwah. You shall not hate your brother in your heart. You shall in any wise rebuke your neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. You shall not avenge nor bear any grudges against the children of your people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am Yahuwah. Yuchanan 13:34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, and that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my Talmudim, my disciples, if ye have love for one another. Yahusha is clearly speaking here, teaching us that he is giving us a added commandment, that we should not act on unrighteous perspectives and unrighteous thoughts that pull us away from the love that we should have for ourselves and for our neighbors. First Yuchanan chapter 2 verse 8. Again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true in him and in you, because the darkness is past and the true light now shines. He that says he is in light and hates his brother is in darkness, even unto now. He that loves his brother and abides in light, and there is no occasion of stumbling in him. But he that hates his brother is in darkness, and walks in darkness, and knows not whither he goes, because that darkness has blinded him. The hidden darkness that we have that we still have with us that is testing us, because we have not yet been made perfect in the eyes of Yahuwah, is what is causing us to be blinded, and that we are being blinded to the darkness that is even happening to us, that we need to seek righteousness in all that we do to uncover this hidden darkness, this hidden leavening, this hidden sin that we have. We have to abide in light, to abide in love. It is stating, there is no occasion of stumbling in him that abides in the light. There are many verses that use stumbling in them. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 19. The way of the wicked as darkness, they know not at what they stumble. The stumbling that is happening to the people that walk in darkness is happening to us right now as we are being tested with the little small details, the small moments that happen in our decisions that we make when doing things. So I hope, family, that we will circumcise ourselves with righteousness, and that our righteousness that we seek will exceed that is being taught today, or taught by the Pharisees. That love is very important, and we should all be seeking how to express that love to our neighbors, and that we should go above that expression that we have for those that do not follow the teaching of Yahuwah. As Yahusha has set an example for us, that he has loved for those that oppose him, because he wants them to turn away from their sinful ways and turn to righteousness and truth and love of Yahuwah. That is it, Mashpaka. I hope that we can be very careful with our decisions, however small, however tired we feel, however stressed we are feeling, depression, anxiety. Do not be lazy when it comes to representing who you are. I palal that Yahuwah is forever in your hearts and speaks with your every move. Shalom, shalom.